Although Christians of all denominations enjoy far greater freedoms in Israel than anywhere else in the Middle East, they have two major reasons for concern. One was voiced last week by Greek Patriarch Theophilos III at the annual reception that President Reuven Rivlin hosts for heads of churches, Christian communities, and Christian institutions in Israel, and the other was expressed in a letter sent in the first week of December to U.S. President Donald Trump and signed by patriarchs and heads of churches. The signatories to the letter entreated Trump not to change the status quo of Jerusalem for fear that it would distance peace in the holy city and increase hatred, conflict, violence, divisiveness, and bloodshed. Their other concern was the possibility of the Knesset passing a bill to confiscate church lands that have been leased to third parties in order to prevent their sale and the possible eviction of apartment owners by the buyers of the land. The initiative for this bill, which is aimed at protecting residents from the possible loss of their property, came from Kulanu MK Rachel Azariah, a former deputy mayor of Jerusalem. Be the first to know, join our Facebook page. Function, D, S, ID, var JS, FJS equal D get elements batag name, S, 0, if, D get element bid, ID, return, JS equal D crea telement, S, JS.ID equal ID, JSSRC equal / connect facebook.net/n_us/all JS number XFBML equal 1 and app ID equal 1634148068997, FJS parent node insert before, JS, FJS, document, script, Facebook JS SDK. The possibility that such a bill might pass has sent shockwaves through churches with large land holdings. American philanthropist Michael Steinhardt, a co-founder of Birthright and a generous donor to the Israel Museum, has been reported as one of the major investors in Oranim Limited, the company to which considerable plots of church land previously owned by the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate were reportedly sold. According to reports, the land had previously been sold to an Orthodox British Jew who in turn sold it to the Oranim Group. Another reported shareholder is Israeli businessman and art collector David Sofer, who lives in London. Steinhardt was reported in the Hebrew press as saying that he would never evict someone from their home. It's anyone's guess whether the group with which he is associated bought the land to ensure that it did not fall into enemy hands via a straw buyer, or whether they bought it as an investment for their heirs, but don't intend to do anything with it themselves. The leaseholds on some of the land on which properties have been built are supposedly valid for some 50 more years, but that was part of the original deal which the church had with the Jewish National Fund. Whether these arrangements can be broken by a new owner remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Azariah is battling on another real estate front, the Yemenite Valley in Ain Karim. In the early years of the state, the area was more or less barren and well removed from the center of the city. Immigration authorities sent Yemenites, Moroccans, and Iraqis to live there under protected tenancies. Third and fourth generations of these families are still living there, but in the interim the city has grown and has spread in all directions, and the land known as the Yemenite Valley has increased dramatically in value.